Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to have a lesson about hours and half hours. We have here two kinds of clocks. The first one is called analog clock, and the second one is called digital clock. Here the first one, I have two hands in the clock, a long one and a short hand. The long hand tells me the minutes, and the short hand tells me the hours. So I have here the purple one tells me the minutes, and the short one, the red one, tells me the hours. Okay, when I ask you what time is it here, I look at the short hand and say it's 2 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. When the long hand goes to the number 12, so it's 2 o'clock. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Here I have digital clock. Digital clock. Here, this one, the first one, indicates or gives me the hours, and here gives me the minutes. Okay. Here, write the time. What time is it? It's important to know how to ask about time. Repeat after me. What time is it? I first look at the short hand and say that it's 9 o'clock. Why? Because the long hand goes to 12. So it will be 9 o'clock. Okay, without any extra here minutes. Here, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Why 8 o'clock, miss? Because the short hand goes to 8. Here, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. The short hand here, the red hand, goes to 3. When I see the digital clock, it's what time is it here? It's 1 o'clock. Here, what time is it? It's 12 o'clock. What time is here? It's 6 o'clock. Do you have here any extra minutes? No, 0 and 0, so it will be 6 o'clock. Here, Nasser goes to the soccer match at 3 o'clock p.m. Okay, p.m. He leaves at 6 p.m. How many hours did he stay? So, Nasser goes to the soccer match at 3 p.m. He leaves at 6 p.m. How many hours did he stay? Yeah. When he left at 3 p.m. I have here a duration I want to count. What does it mean? I want to find the difference between when he goes to the match and when he leaves. Okay? He goes there at 3 o'clock and then he leaves the match at 6 o'clock. So what should I do here? The difference mean minus. So 6 minus 3 equals 3 hours. Again, Nasser goes to the soccer match at 3 p.m. He leaves at 6 p.m. So he stayed there. How many hours? I make what? I will make 6 p.m. minus 3 p.m. 6 minus 3 will give me 3 hours. He stayed there 3 hours. Barbara started reading a book at 7 o'clock. It will take her 2 hours to finish reading the book. She draws the hands of the clock to show when she will finish. Is her answer correct or no? Again, I read the problem and then began to answer the question. Barbara started reading a book at 7 o'clock. She started at 7. Okay, she opened her book and started to read at 7 o'clock. It will take her 2 hours. It will take her 2 hours to finish reading the book. So, after 7, 8, 9. After 7, 8, 9. I count on my hand. After 7 by 2 hours, so 8, 9. So she has to finish reading book at 9, right? And here she draw in the clock a wrong one. Why, miss, a wrong one? Because here she draw here the shorthand on 5, okay, and it must be on 9. Yes, on 9, because she finished reading at 9 o'clock. Yeah, remember that we say preposition at before the clock, okay, before telling the time. So the answer, no, Barbara went back 2 hours instead of ahead 2 hours. She will finish ready at reading. She will finish reading at 9 o'clock. Here, the 4th slide, I'm talking about what? Lesson 4. Color the box that shows the time. Here, this is what I look at, what here to tell the hours. The shorthand, miss, right? So the shorthand goes to number 1, so it's 1 o'clock. Here, what time is it? It's 4 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock. What time is it? It's 7 o'clock. Okay, write the time here. Yes, I want you to practice writing the numbers again in your booklet if you have it, or by yourself in extra sheet, okay? It's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock. Here, write the time. It's 5 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock because the shorthand goes to 7. And here the minutes, when it comes to 12, so it will be 0, 0. It will be here 0, 0. No minutes. It's 7 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. What time will it be in 2 hours? I have here, what time is it? I look first to say what time is it. It's what? Bravo, it's 8 o'clock. So what time? Well, to the future. It be in 2 hours later. So after 2 hours, what time it will be? So it will be after 8, 9, 10. So it will be 10 o'clock. Here, what time was it? 3 hours ago. What is this, miss? What time was it? 3 hours ago. Okay, I want to talk about the past. So It's now 3. Okay, before 3. Okay, minus 3 hours. Minus 3 hours. Or I can say, in other words, 3 hours ago. Yeah, the answer will be 12 o'clock. Why? Because I move here the shorthand from 3 hours. 3 hours, 3 times. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. So it will be 12 o'clock. Okay.